Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney. If you are returning, welcome back. Shout out to everybody over on Patreon for their support. And if you're watching this video with military affiliation, thank you so much for your service. All right, beautiful people, we're going to get into Star Trek, the original series, episodes 11 and 12, Wink of an Eye and the Empath. We don't waste time over here, honey, so we're just going to get straight into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Kirk Enterprise, what do your sensors read?
We may have a malfunction. I'm about to check circuits, sir.
I am still receiving visual contact. I can see them, but I can't see you.
Oh boy.
There's no one here. There are no Skolosians.
They are pleading for immediate assistance.
Check circuits for malfunctions, Kirk out.
Could it be a past recording?
But there is an insect life.
Oh, is it a mosquito?
My tricorder doesn't register.
Registers in my ears.
A most puzzling phenomenon, Captain. I shall have to study it further.
What was that red shirt doing in the background?
Complete survey of the planet using all ship's available instruments.
Oh!
Counted. I was looking right at him, and he just wasn't there.
And we heard the buzzing mosquito sound, too.
What is it, Lieutenant?
Malfunction, sir.
Mr. Sulu, I would like...
Captain, it corrected itself.
There is so much already happening.
The tape is ready, sir.
Play it.
Watch, he's gonna say, don't come down here.
I send you an urgent appeal for help. We have no explanation for what has been happening to us. Our number is now 5. We were once a nation of 900,000.
Oh my gosh.
What we received was evidently a delayed taped message.
That makes sense.
Sir, now I have readings that deflectors are inoperative. The controls are frozen.
Yeah, something's going on here. An unseen alien.
What do you read so far?
Can we discuss it here?
On my way.
McCoy's found something.
Something's going on, Captain. Somebody's opened all the medical supply cabinets.
Well, that fits in with other disturbances.
It must be, I mean, the only thing I can think about is an alien that's invisible. It's invisible and they can't see it. There it goes again.
Could something be making me hallucinate?
It's a possibility.
I mean that twice before something touched me, and there was nothing there. But am I hallucinating?
No, you're not.
And we did beam something aboard.
Yep, sure did.
Something has invaded the ship.
I have a reading from Life Support Center. Alien substances being introduced.
Aha. Oh, force field?
It is a force field, Captain, the nature of which I am not familiar with.
So only they can't go through it?
That they intend to allow only the two of us to enter. I would say that the installation is incomplete.
Great, a rogue machine.
Destroy it.
It's gonna zap y'all. Oh, or that.
Something shoved me back. They're in here. What are you doing in my ship?
No, show yourself. There you
Show
go.
yourself.
Say that.
It seems that we may look at it, Captain. But that is all.
You may look, but you may not touch.
Have we been invaded?
Affirmative. Immediate purpose, seizure, and control.
Well, I could have told you that one.
Are we at present capable of resisting?
Negative. If incapable of resistance, negotiate for terms.
My recommendation? Make them take the next step.
Is he gonna drink that and become... Do they need like a physical body? Is that... Yeah, he just ingested it. Poor Kirk.
Spot.
Is everyone frozen?
Captain.
Great. Well, hello, Miss Ma'am. Wait, wasn't she in the video feed? Or I should say the distress call?
Would you mind explaining? Who are you?
Your lover.
The enemy.
The enemy? Oh, the enemy on the ship. Duh.
You beamed me aboard yourself when you came up.
I cannot hear you, Captain.
To their ears, you sound like an insect.
Ah.
There is nothing wrong with them.
So you are like me now.
We move in the wink of an eye.
So it wasn't to take over his body in a way, but just so they can communicate.
You can see me and talk to me. We can go on from there.
Ma'am, hands off.
Why?
Because I like you. Didn't you guess? Or are you so accustomed to being kissed by invisible women?
I mean, he's quite accustomed to be kissed. Excuse me. He's accustomed to being kissed by women a lot, but this is just a little much.
Has Is this why you sabotaged my ship?
We had to make some changes in it to adjust it to us.
You said we.
How many of y'all are there?
My chief scientist and his crew. I am their queen. You are going to be their king. You're accelerated far beyond their power to see. You cannot go back to them, ever.
Lady, you got a lot of gall. The audacity of the situation.
This won't kill you. But the stun effect is not very pleasant.
She's gonna take care of that. Wow.
And I am quite good at self-defense, too.
Ooh, what does she have?
This can be set for stun and destroy, too, like yours. Except what has happened. There is nothing you can do to change it.
No, there's always something. There's always alternatives.
I agree to go with you. Will you set this ship to rights?
It always happens this way. They are very upset at first.
They? So you've done this many times already.
He's on his way to you. Be gentle with him.
Captain. Captain Kirk! Well, he was sitting there. He'd just drunk his coffee and he set the cup down. You see, it's still there.
Test the coffee.
That's just the way it happened. He was there, and all of a sudden he wasn't there.
Captain Kirk, you've made it.
Compton. Let's go.
I'm sorry, sir. Entry's forbidden.
Ooh, he has been compromised.
I met this girl. She's one of them. I've never known anyone like her. She brought me aboard, and I showed them the operation of the ship.
Oh, so you're the weak link.
All right, Compton.
Haha.
Stun.
Well, that was short-lived. Ooh.
You heard him.
He was violent and had to be subdued.
He was my captain.
All he did was walk in the room.
Cell damage. Another will be secured for you.
There's plenty more where he came from, apparently.
Mr. Sulu, did you drink your coffee?
Yes.
Did anyone else?
I had some. Are we gonna go too, just like the captain?
Yeah, his coffee was the only one that's different.
Make them take the next step. It would seem they have taken it.
I hate what happens to them when they're damaged. I do not want that to happen to this one. I want to keep this one a long time. He's pretty.
Not he's pretty.
He is inferior, dealer.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think he likes her.
Hello.
What is that device doing on my ship?
I will tell you anything you want to know.
They'll start talking.
It is not yet completely linked to your support system, but it is in operating order. I suggest that you do not touch it.
So how's he supposed to stay? Just look at it?
Look at your hands. They're almost frozen, aren't they?
What?
In your struggle with Compton, some of his cells were damaged.
Now, all Captain Kirk did was kick at him. Y'all are the ones that swiped at him.
He was so young.
We all die, even on Scalos.
Why did you lie to him? He did not damage that when you did.
Right.
Accept it. We've had to accept it all our lives. Don't make it worse.
See? I knew it.
Go back to work.
Wow, she feels nothing. This might be the start of his villain arc.
I have fed all the ascertainable facts into the computer banks. Those so treated exist at this accelerated level. They age incredibly fast, as though accelerated living
Burns them out.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is my belief that they are turning the Enterprise into a gigantic deep freeze, but its destruction is imperative.
Yeah, this needs to happen.
By the time they hear this, it will be too late.
Chow, she a little too cheerful for me.
Our country was almost destroyed by volcanic eruptions. The water was polluted. Radiation was released.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, honey, but still.
The children died. Most of the women found they could not have any more. All of our men had become sterile, so we had to mate outside our own people.
So all of this has to do with survival.
What about the rest of my crew?
They will remain here in suspended animation. We are saving them for when we need them in the future.
Wow.
Captain, we have the right to survive.
You invaded my ship. You threatened my crew.
There is no difference.
There is a difference. Your trouble is in you.
Yeah, he's right.
We are handling it in the only way we know how. We our parents did, and their parents before them.
Did they solve anything?
No, y'all are in a constant cycle.
We'll call on the most brilliant minds in our Federation to help.
We've tried to make the transition to your level. Those who made the attempt died. I'm sorry for what's going to happen to you, but I cannot change it.
Technically you can. You could just not do it.
Go to the transporter room, dealer. Signal me when you're there and beam down. I'll activate our unit and follow you. I'm setting it to allow enough time for all of us to get off the ship.
That was smart.
The same substance is in the captain's coffee as in the Scolosian water.
We're in the transporter room. You can activate.
Beam him down at once.
Captain?
What did you do? Made it so it doesn't work at all.
What have you done to the transporter, Captain?
It was working before.
I would say that you sabotaged the transporter to buy time.
Well, duh. This is not an ideal situation for this man.
Did you just... I've been hearing that whine ever since we beamed down the Scouts.
Come on, look at it.
You'll excuse me, Doctor. I shall be on the bridge.
No, listen to the tape.
May I freshen up? All this rushing about has left me windblown.
Windblown.
Are you married, Captain? You're married to your career, and you never look at another woman.
The Enterprise is his woman.
Am I more presentable now?
Girl, all you did was comb your hair just a little bit. Not even the whole thing.
It was quite delightful kissing you when you couldn't see me.
There you go, Kirk. Play your part.
I wouldn't allow you to take that, no matter how much we trust each other.
I didn't even notice he tried to do that.
You're far too vulnerable to skin damage. The difference between us is that you will come around to our way of thinking sooner or later.
I send you an urgent appeal for help.
Captain!
Oh, I see. He's putting two and two together that they're the same. Come on, McCoy.
The unit will be activated. By the time they hear this, it will be too late.
This is the only damage? Go get the others and bring them up here.
That's right. I keep forgetting they're moving so much faster than our Enterprise folks.
Dealer! Dealer!
All right, where's Miss Thang? What in the world did y'all just do? Oh, okay.
Right.
What? Took her long enough to draw her weapon. Hit him again.
Don't you dare do anything like that again.
And don't torment me.
I don't care what your feelings are. I don't want to know that aspect of it. Allow me the dignity of liking the man I select.
I do like that line she just said.
Is the transporter repaired?
No.
Then get to it. Not that I'm encouraging this, but I'd rather him do that than attack Captain Kirk.
He loves me. I adored him when I was a child.
Why are we here?
Our leaving was delayed. Don't you remember?
He's acting.
But we are going to Scalus.
What about your crew? Aren't you worried about them?
They'll be all right. Am I behaving incorrectly?
No.
See, I can't tell if he's putting on an act or if maybe, I don't know, something's just gotten into his head.
Rael, you don't have to worry about the captain. He's made the adjustment.
Finished. Yes, it counteracts the substance most effectively.
The question is, will it work in the human body?
We're about to find out.
How do we get it to the captain?
By drinking the Scolosian water.
Yep.
Spock, you don't know what that'll do to you.
He'll be all right.
You seem to be moving very slowly, Doctor.
It's working. It's doing what it needs to be doing.
Fascinating.
He's gone.
Just like Compton.
He's gonna get there just in the nick of time.
I've beamed the others down.
Where will you be?
In life support. I have to activate our unit.
Rail, wait. I'm sorry.
I know.
Well, come, Captain. It's time to leave your pretty ship.
Look at the look on his face.
The unit is activated, dealer.
Ooh-hoo.
He's broken away. He's armed.
I'm ready for him.
Spock, where are you? Come on. I love how Kirk didn't even ask any questions. He was just ready and just accepted the fact that, okay, Spock's here, we're good to go. Nice job.
If I sent you back to Scalus, you'd undoubtedly play the same trick on the next spaceship that passed by.
You're correct.
You'll warn them. Your Federation will quarantine the entire area.
Or we could come up with a solution.
You could still find life on Scalus. Very pleasant. You cannot get back to your own level.
Ma'am, get off my ship.
Do I displease you so much?
I can think of nothing I'd rather do than stay with you. Except staying alive.
Bye. Toodaloo. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye, Captain.
All right, well, there you have it.
Dr. McCoy and I have synthesized a possible counter-agent to the Scalosian water.
Oh, that's right. We need to slow ourselves down.
Let's test it.
I mean, this has to work.
Nothing's happening.
Maybe it takes a moment.
You do seem to be moving very slowly, Captain.
Spock.
Captain Kirk!
Yay!
And Mr. Spock, is he coming too?
He's right behind him.
Mr. Spock has remained in accelerated time so that he might effect repairs to the ship more rapidly. The ship will resume normal operations almost immediately.
Yep. There he is.
Mr. Spock, my compliments to your repair work and yourself.
I found it an accelerating experience.
Ha. Funny. All right. Ah, girl, stop all that pouting.
Goodbye, Dila.
Alrighty. Yeah, these people could have gone a slightly different route because this was kind of odd, but interesting at the same time. I really was under the impression that the leader of this place was going to take over Captain Kirk's body because they needed a physical body. Don't get me wrong. They needed a physical body, but not in the way that I was originally thinking. They're trying to survive and continue their species. Okay, I'm not mad at that at all. I get it. The men are sterile. The women can't have kids, or, well, I mean, I guess you can have kids as long as you have a different type of a partner. So I took a moment. I usually don't do this, but I decided to Google a little something because I was kind of like, wait a minute. He's putting his boots back on. Did they do the horizontal mambo? Like, what was happening here? So apparently, I don't think it's 100% clear, but the question that I saw that made me giggle a little bit was, did he leave her with a genetic souvenir? It's not very clear to me what the final outcome really is with them and their survival. The things that I did enjoy, I like how they were able to figure out how to kind of speed Spock up so that he could bring the antidote to Captain Kirk. And then I love how he was able to warn everybody, like, hey, y'all, everything's about to go crazy, like, real fast because Spock is moving at a lot faster. Like, just let it happen. Just let it happen. We're going to be fine. I noticed another theme with Star Trek is have a beautiful, gorgeous woman. Come on. The women in this series are beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And there's a guy that's been in love with her forever and cannot have her. That is a theme right there with Star Trek. One of the many themes that we see. Because at first you're just kind of like, okay, is he into her? Is he just her right-hand man? What's up? Come to find out, they've known each other since they were children, and he just has, he wants her. Okay, I understand that, but that doesn't mean that you go on like murderous rampages and stuff like that. But anyway, moving on, darling, moving on. This one was different. Kept my attention. Kept trying to figure out what was going on. We lost another red shirt. No surprise there, baby. Very good on Captain Kirk's part for actually recording a message to them. Because when she was saying, oh, it'll be too late. Look, better to try it out and see rather than take her word for it and just put the Enterprise in a deep freeze or whatever they called it. And supposedly, you know, as time goes on, we can just run back up and get people as we need them. And the idea that you could just get scratched, a scratch, guys, like a paper cut or something. And as accident prone as I am, if they tried to bring me down to help repopulate, oh, I'm not lasting. I'm not lasting. It's not going to take much. I'm telling you right now. They'll be like, darn, she went quick. Yes, she did. Because, I mean, that was a cool detail, I will admit, with this episode, that a cut just would rapidly speed up aging because they're already moving so fast. So I found that pretty cool. So overall with this one, I will say that it was interesting and it kept my attention. So we're going to move on into the next one, and I hope that you guys enjoy. And yeah, let's get straight into it.
This star has long given evidence of entering a nova phase. A research station was established to make close-up studies of the star.
Ooh.
The Enterprise has been ordered to evacuate the station before the planet becomes uninhabitable.
Well, they haven't been there in a hot minute.
Apparently, these instruments have not been recently used.
Wow.
Our instruments have picked up a gigantic solar flare with very high levels of cosmic rays accompanying it.
Y'all might need to get out of there.
Get that ship out of here. Stay at minimum distance for absolute safety.
Remember, Captain, that what we see on this tape happened approximately 3 months ago.
Oh, no. Oh. Not people disappearing in this one, too. Oh, it's about to happen to them, too. Well, I hope they all wind up in the same place. Why isn't he disappearing? Oh, okay, finally. Oh, at least they're all together.
Captain, picking up a life form reading bearing 4-2, Mark 7. Although humanoid, it is definitely not Homo sapiens.
Ah, oh, darn it.
Phasers on stun.
Approaching the life form, Captain.
What is it?
Still undistinguishable.
I'm starting to think phasers should start coming with a flashlight on the top.
Be careful. Well, she seems harmless enough.
And looks can be deceiving. All right. Who wakes up like that?
Is this your home? Do you live here?
Do you understand?
A life form such as hers could not evolve here.
Are you responsible for bringing us here? Bones, what's wrong with her?
Maybe she just speaks another language.
She's a mute gem.
Or she can't speak at all.
Her lack of vocal cords could be physiologically normal for her species.
Okay, makes sense.
Over 98% of the known telepathic species send thoughts as well as receive them.
Oh.
She's made no attempt to contact our minds.
Good point. Anyone know sign language?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to call her Gem. Well, that's better than Hey You.
True. Fair enough. Oh, blink once for yes, twice for no, and now we have... yeah, butt heads.
We are Vians. Do not interfere.
We come... Our prime directive specifically prohibits us from any interference.
All right, come on. Y'all let them just talk.
Don't fight the force field. The field draws its energy from your bodies.
Oh, it's draining their energy.
Sufficient.
Sufficient what? What did you do to her?
There must be an exit other than the one we just saw.
You feel all right, Jim?
It's probably that cut on his head, too.
Did they hurt you?
Can she talk now? Oh, is she gonna heal him? What? Now, honey, you're not supposed to take the injury. So did they give her powers? Oh. Well, that took a lot out of her.
She must be an empath.
In this direction, my tricorder is now picking up a substantial collection of objects. I fail to understand why my tricorder previously gave no indication of them being out there.
They're probably being cloaked by something.
Staying here alone could be dangerous. Come with us.
To have this type of a acting role where you literally have no lines and you just have to, yeah, your facial expressions and everything. Pretty cool. Oh boy, what is it? Great. Containers for you three. Where are they supposed to be? Food for the empath?
Their own imperfections killed them. They were not fit subjects.
Imperfections based off of whose criteria?
The sun is about to nova. When it does, it'll destroy you, this planet, and this insane torture chamber.
Ooh, nice job. But there's still another one roaming around.
Readings indicate the passage to the surface lies in this direction.
Oh wow, he snapped out of it quick.
Research station 6 kilometers in that direction, Captain.
If the Enterprise has a search party, it'll be there.
She alright? Come on, girl.
Hey, Jim, look! Scotty and a search party!
Oh, thank goodness. Wait, are they really there, or is it just an illusion?
Keep going.
They love life greatly to struggle so.
The prime ingredients.
Ingredient? Wow, so I was correct.
Where's Kirk?
Took y'all long enough to realize.
Where's Scotty?
Captain, it was Mirage.
We have decided that one specimen will be sufficient.
Seriously?
We have no interest in them. They may go.
Even the girl? Or I should say, even the lady?
I request permission to be allowed.
Denied.
But, Captain,
You have your orders.
Captain Kirk is good for that, though.
What happened to my men?
Indeed, the prime ingredient.
Maybe they sent them back to the Enterprise.
You said you'd let them go!
We'll have to wait at least 17 hours more before we can even attempt to enter orbit.
We might as well relax until the storm passes.
May as well. Get in a good nap.
Do you suppose our lighting party could be in any danger?
Of course.
He'll be more worried about us than we are about him.
Then where are Spock and McCoy? Are they in their tubes?
Is that what happened to Link and Osama?
We did not kill them. Their own fears killed them.
What? Explain.
we've already observed the intensity of your passions. Now we want you to reveal to us your courage.
At least tell me what I'm dying for.
If you live, you will have your answer.
What? All right, listen now. This is a little bit too cryptic even for me. She can feed off of these emotions. She's liking it. Look at her. Ugh. She must be the mastermind behind all of this.
Help him! Don't be afraid to help him!
Yeah, you took his pain before, so what's the problem now? Something's just not adding up.
Can you explain what happened?
Complete empathy. She must be a totally functional empath. Supplying your body with life support did drain her.
That makes sense.
Can you recall what happened, Captain?
They wanted to know something. I can't remember.
Take it easy. You have all the symptoms of the bends.
The bends?
It's an energy transfer point linking this device to the power source. If I can determine the frequency at which this device operates, I might be able to cause it to function for us.
Oh, well, let's get to it.
You will decide which of your men we shall use. There is an 87% chance that the doctor will die. And while Commander Spock's life is not in danger, the possibility is 93% that he will suffer brain damage.
This episode is kind of odd.
Spock, it won't be too long before those Vians come back. You better find out how that thing works.
I'm hoping this has a good twist to it.
You are the logical one to leave with the captain.
The decision is mine.
Side effects.
What is it? I don't need...
I'm still Chief Medical Officer of the Enterprise. I'll tell you what you need.
You really snuck up on him.
Did you rather have the bends? That's it. Just lie down and relax.
I'm not criticizing your action, Doctor. I'm quite grateful for it. While the captain is asleep, I am in command. When the Vians return, I shall go with them.
What? Trying to get a better understanding of him as a person?
Your action is highly unethical.
So then now that puts McCoy in charge.
Choice has been made. You stay here with my friends. They'll take care of you. Do you understand?
Oh, she's crying. Is she feeling her own emotions or McCoy's emotions?
Doctor, Please understand that if there was any other way to accomplish our purpose,
they wouldn't have chosen you.
Get on with it.
Why did you let him do it?
I was convinced in the same way you were, Captain, by the good doctor's hypo.
Mm-hmm.
It is a control unit, but not a control mechanism. It is activated solely by mental commands.
What disturbs me is why the Vions let us keep it.
I was wondering that. I just didn't say it out loud.
The only logical assumption is that they wish to let us go.
And they keep McCoy.
The facts would indicate that she is essential to their purpose.
Well, technically, you don't know what they've done to her prior to you showing up.
Has all the pain and terror happened, or been made to happen, for you?
That's what I was thinking.
Will it take us to McCoy?
If you so desire.
Bones.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Wow, his clothes are all torn up.
His wrists.
Damsel in distress. Like Chekhov.
His pulse is almost gone.
Girl, get over there and fix him.
Severe heart damage. Evidence of massive circulatory collapse.
Child, they messed him up.
He's dying, Jim.
You don't know. You're not a doctor.
Bleeding in the chest and abdomen. 70% kidney failure.
She's just over there clutching her pearls.
You got a good bedside manner, Spot.
Not them having a moment.
Can't we do something?
I'm afraid not.
Jim might be able to help him the way she helped me. Could his nearness to death also kill her?
Probably. That might explain why she looks so terrified. So is that y'all's plan? Y'all wanted him to die?
She must not be urged or forced to take action.
What purpose can be served by the death of our friend except to bring you pleasure?
Yeah, y'all need to explain.
Your son will Nova.
We know.
Will it prevent this catastrophe?
No, it will not. But it may save Jem's planet.
Oh.
We must make certain beyond any doubt whatsoever they are worthy of survival.
How will the death of our friend serve this purpose?
Her willingness to give her life for him will.
What?
You were her teachers.
We were.
Your will to survive. Your love of life.
So all of this was a lesson for her? Or a test for her?
Each of you was willing to give his life for the others. We must now find out whether that instinct has been transmitted to Jem.
What in the world?
This has all been a great laboratory, and we have been the subjects of the test.
We only created the circumstances. Behold.
Okay, well, he's still moving and breathing.
An instinct new to the essence of her being is generating.
Compassion for another.
Well, it's nice to have Bones back. Is she about to drop dead?
She does not yet have the instinct to save her people.
Oh, so this was a waste of time?
We have failed.
No. No, not yet.
Oh boy, what are y'all about to do?
We must wait to see whether her instinct for self-sacrifice has become stronger than her instinct for self-preservation.
Don't let her touch me, she'll die.
She she knows that.
I can't destroy life, even if it's to save my own. I can't let you do it.
And they just let them snatch that.
You must save the life of our friend.
Her instinct must be developed to the fullest.
You've lost the capacity to feel the emotions you brought Jem here to experience. Don't understand what it is to live.
At all.
Love and compassion are dead in you. You're nothing but intellect.
Kind of like the buttheads from The Cage. So all they needed was a stern talking to.
Farewell.
Okay, bye.
What is puzzling you, Captain?
I'm not puzzled, Mr. Spock. I'm awed.
I'm puzzled.
I find it fascinating that with all their scientific knowledge and advances, that it was good old-fashioned human emotion that they valued the most.
Perhaps the Vulcans should hear about this.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I shall certainly give the thought all the consideration it is due.
Which means not much. Oh my gosh, his final look was really good. I'm going to just make the assumption that the pep talk at the end from Captain Kirk made them just take Jim and go save her species. I'm assuming that's where they went. And for me, the episode, it was odd, but let's point out some of the positives. Just because something's odd doesn't mean there aren't any positives. I actually kind of enjoyed seeing McCoy go rogue there for a moment. I understand why McCoy gave Kirk the shot, because obviously he'd gone through a torture scenario and he needed to rest. I completely understand that. When he went after Mr. Spock, that to me was a bit of a shock. I did not expect him to even do that because, I mean, obviously Captain Kirk is out of commission and, you know, Spock would be in charge, and McCoy took it upon himself to say, no, I'm going to make this decision for all of us. The one thing about the episode, I kind of wish they got to the point a little bit sooner. Like, why do y'all keep doing this? It felt like the pacing was a bit slow in this one, but we eventually find out that they're trying to get Jim to see if she has the love and compassion to save her species from the supernova. But like Captain Kirk was saying, y'all literally just, all you are is intellect. You forget what it feels like to have love and compassion. So I guess in that moment they proved that, yeah, we actually did forget. So, well, I guess now that we remember, we can just take her with us and, well, bye y'all. Peace out. Okay, sure, fine, whatever. Now, the two gentlemen in the beginning, were their bodies just left there? I guess they never received a proper burial. I mean, that just wasn't quite clear, but I mean, you know, not everything can be wrapped up in one Star Trek episode. So we're just going to assume that maybe the Federation somehow got a hold of their bodies and I don't even know how that goes. I guess properly buried them or sent them back to their families. Who knows? Who knows? Overall, Jim, she was an interesting character. At first I thought this was going to be some kind of like thing where she was like in on it with the alien life forms, and she was like, they were torturing people to keep her happy and defeat her or something. That would have been an interesting twist, but no, it was just about the survival of her species. Like with my last video, you had the character of Alexander and showing different characters with different abilities and just being a very diverse show. I did appreciate the fact that they had a character that was actually mute. That was really cool to see. I enjoyed that. Again, I thought that she was a villain for like 2 seconds, and then I was just like, oh no. She can literally just, not just take those emotions, but also the injuries. That's a lot to deal with. And I get what they were trying to do, meaning the alien life forms, not the writers, but the alien life forms. I get what they were trying to do. To my beautiful YouTube family, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. These were very interesting episodes back to back, kind of a little odd, but it's okay. You know, I'm on the journey and I want to experience all the episodes. So with that being said, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you guys know whenever I upload. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Take care.